I forgot a few things, kind of my competitive juices. And I don't have any paper with me either at this point, but there were a few other things that I wanted to say. One was, and the meal today was fantastic, and I know my mother would have loved it, but I also know that Vivian was probably happy that she wasn't there. Because normally when Sammy and my mother and my father and Vivian would go out to eat, and the goddamn anti-Semitic waiters would not seat them. Would not seat them. My mother and Sammy, who grew up fighting anti-Semitism, would just let them have it. They didn't care how small that waiter was. They didn't care how little that person was paid. That son of a bitch was going to hear that they were going to be seated. And Vivian and my father, who had been brought into this Berman family, would slink into the corner. Slink into the corner, trying to disassociate like they were a couple. Like we got a table, a separate table. And so, I was delighted that Sammy controlled himself today. So that was one of the things that I forgot to bring up.
And the biggest one is when they seated Governor Volpe before you. That's when they really got really bad.
And the other thing, and this is on the serious side, and David and all the kids already said it, but since I lost my parents, Sammy and Vivian.
You didn't lose them, they're in the closet.
Where were you left? You just forgot where they are.
We were discussing what to do with them. Could we throw them out here? But seriously, okay. They took me and Gloria under our wing, or under their wing. And I think Gloria and Vivian have had a special relationship because both of them came from outside this family into it. And they both have dealt with kind of the quirkiness that goes
accordingly.
Yeah.
We don't know what you're talking about.
But I think that, and like I said, the boys said this earlier, but there was unconditional love. And when I think about all of us, we didn't take a straight path, none of us. That is, we didn't just go to college and then go to graduate school or go into our profession.
No, they had to call us when you were arrested. There are no secrets.
We had our drug issues, our arrest issues, our special needs issues, whatever they were. But there was no one ever questioned that we had value, and that unconditional love, and that said that we had value, and that we would find our way, meant that we did find our way. Yes. And for that, I love coming here because I'm still trying to find my way. And there's always an anchor here, and it's Sammy and Vivian. And I said earlier, but when I think of Sammy and Vivian, I don't think of Sammy. It's just Sammy and Vivian, just like maybe it used to be Mary, Sam, and Arnold.
Right.
But now it's Sammy and Vivian, and that's the essence of this family. And I just want to thank you for what you've done for us all.
And we do too.